Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Marvel Rivals Championship game. And we are here in the Open Qualifiers on North America PC. And we have second round on the left, starting on defense on Symbiotic Surface. And they have their work cut out for them because they are against the current American champions. We have Mutants. They took the grand final in Season 0, and they're back to try and defend their title. We're starting off, Wolverine and Storm getting removed here, and Hela will be protected. Groot also being protected. Harvey and Vinny both hovering that. Let us see what we go for picking up here. That was almost a sentence. Can you tell this isn't the first one I've done today? Namor getting taken out by Mutants. You can see they are hovering a Star-Lord here, so there's a chance they may try and lock that in, and removing that auto-targeting of those Oceanic Dominions will make it a little bit easier for them to play around. Hela on the board, though. Very powerful, going to make it a little more difficult for flying heroes, as Moon Knight will be taken out.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Vinny going to be picking up the Groot TTK on Doctor Strange. Harvey on their classic MVP earning Loki being hovered in here. Crowd favorite. They are insane on this. Second round. They may be yet another team looking to bring out potentially a triple Vanguard composition. They wouldn't be the first. Let's see if they do it. Just waiting for the last player to lock in before I introduce the teams. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Symbiotic Surface. It is a best of one. And let's introduce our players. On the left, in the blue trunks, it is going to be Symbiotic Surface. That's the map. It's going to be second round. And we have Poggers Milkers playing on the Hela. We have Oath on the Punisher. Mr. Ghost Rider to you is going to be on the Cloak and Dagger. The Draconator is going to be playing the Rocket Raccoon. Wolf Beast will be on Doctor Strange. And Skinny Pino is going to be on the Incredible Hulk. And on the right-hand side, in the red trunks, it is Mutants with TTK setting up a portal on Doctor Strange directly above the point. Vinny on the Groot, charging in, getting stunned out. Billion on the Star-Lord, wrapping around into the back to try and put some pressure, taking out Poggers Milkers. Delena will be on the Adam Warlock, powering through, breaking the front line. They're going for the full Guardians team up here. Terra on the Winter Soldier, and Harvey completing the Guardians team up, bringing out the Mantis. And they're going to charge up to the high ground, pressuring in from multiple angles. Both the duelists are doing huge work here as Terra tries to land a bionic hook, not able to find him, but is still able to pop down Hulk into battle form. Still lands a hit, but Skinny Pino is able to back away. But first point already taken by Mutants. A lot of pressure coming in here. Wolf Beast forced to back away. Poggers Milkers up on the high ground, trying to take out Harvey, but not landing the finishing blow. TTK and Billion up to the high ground. Here comes Kraken Impact. Terra takes out Poggers Milkers. Diving in. Wolf Beast down. Skinny Pino down. And looks for more. Gets Poggers Milkers a second time as they came back. Mr. Ghost Rider and Oath go down as well. And they've got another reset. Charging in. Can't reach, but they've used it for mobility to dive in. Hope they get lucky and see if they can catch anyone. Bionic Hook sent out, not finding the target. Landing some good hits here. Meanwhile, Galactic Legend from Billion to keep them zoned in this choke point. Poggers Milkers dropped low, picked off even through the healing of Cloak and Dagger. Deniconeta brings back Poggers Milkers once again, but Billion still harassing on this backline. Relentless, in and out. Will finally get taken down into Cocoon. Up, and they're back. Onto Oath this time, focusing down, Blaster Mirage to try and finish the job. Poggers Milkers went down. Oath also taken down thanks to the tainted shock from Terra, who is once again resetting. There's no time for me to breathe as Terra smashes through and Mutants continue this incredible momentum. They're already through point 2 and heading to point 3. Waiting for everybody to respawn. Oath swapping to the Black Widow to try and flank around and see if they can pick off this Star-Lord. Shot 1. Landing some damage, but not finding the targets as of yet. In the meantime, Skinny Pino goes down, comes back at the BRB. Wolf Beast drops low. Oath being flanked. Poggers Milkers goes down. Aya Magamoto comes in as Terra and TTK pick everyone off again. Oath makes it barely inside there. Karmic Revival came out for style points, but that is a triple. They almost did that with 5 minutes left. That was almost like absolute perfect timing. Incredible. Mutants showing why they're the champs here. Second round. Let's see if they can live up to their name and bring it back in round number 2 as we swap sides. Second round now on the attack. Mutants on defense. Delena looking to bring out the Rocket Raccoon of their own. Billion moving off the Star-Lord with the loss of the Adam Warlock to bring out a Squirrel Girl. Harvey seems to be sticking with the Mantis, keeping that defensive ultimate. Loki, normally a big go-to for Harvey, but Loki and Rocket Raccoon, while they're both pretty reasonable in their own right, they don't really mix. Loki obviously benefits very well from big defensive ultimates that they can copy, whereas while Rocket themselves seems to be working quite well in these open qualifiers, the ultimate leaves something a little bit to be desired in terms of appealingness for a Loki clone. So it makes more sense to stick with something a little bit more safe, like the Mantis here. Take everything I'm saying here with a grain of salt due to the fact that we are going to be seeing these games in open qualifiers. So we're going to see some pretty severe mismatches as we're talking here. A world champion team coming in the random matchups. Shield sends back the tainted shock. Skinny Pino leading the charge for their team with the Captain America. They've also brought out Deniconator, bringing out the Thor to try and turn this as Wolf Beast swapped to the Invisible Woman. The team mix up, and Poggers Milkers already down. Wolf Beast gets taken out as well as Billion is absolutely cleaning up right now. What is happening? The Squirrel Girls sieging down. Vinny is swapped over to the Thing. TTK on Magneto. And they've set themselves up with a fantastic defense here. Trying to make their way around to the flank. Sending in the Squirrel Stampede. Squirrel Tsunami into the backline, cleaning out in this tight enclosed area, forcing the retreat. Oath, Mr. Ghost Rider, Deniconator, Wolfie, Skinny Pino, Poggers Milkers gets taken out right before they make it inside the spawn. Deniconator taken down a second time even. And Billion. Is this the amount of eliminations they want by the end of today's games? Because that's what they're trying to go for right now. Sia coming out from Delena to maximize the damage output. It will get taken down, but a little bit of damage is there. Mr. Ghost Rider does fall. TTK will pick that up as Terra looking for anyone on the flanks here. Does not find anyone. Will find Wolf Beast though. Picks them off beautifully. Goddess of Death for Poggers Milkers. Meteor M to block it completely. Sent back down to Earth and picked off with the Meteor M, taking out Oath as well. Skinny Pino goes down. Wolf Beast trying to sustain. And this is a brutal setup right now. Trying to push up. On the low ground, pushing in with the Eternal Bond to make space. Assemble, coming in for Skinny Pino, trying to make space. Detonator dropped low, clobbering time stuns them out though, and everyone's dropping low on the back line. Invisible Boundary will hold it for the moment. Even Poggers Milkers is able to tag through this time, despite the Scroll Stampede continuing to charge on through up to the high ground, trying to take out Billion, but can't seem to find the target. Sia comes out from Delena, opening up for Terra to drop the Kraken Impact. Reset 1, looking for Thor to make it 2, gets it, and all the way back to spawn. There's literally not enough people to reset off of. And we can have a look here to see what progress has been made. Point number 1 is this little A point, and the spawn point is where they are. Struggling quite a bit here. Trying to make space. Poggers Milkers trying to do a quick burst there. Harvey going with a soul rejuvenation, making sure that they can tank through here. Trying to break the containment here. Terra off to the side. Trying to make room. Skinny Pedo wrapping around. Trying to get the right angle. TTK dropping a little bit low. Has the shield. You can see there is a bit of a flank going on for Poggers Milkers. Meteor M catches them down. And it's going to be another wipe. Dance of the Butterfly in the backline. Poggers Milkers does pick up an elimination. Looking for 2. Gets taken out. But does get Billion with the help of Detonator. Decorator pushing onto the point. They've actually reached the point. That is a beautiful bionic hook from Terra. There are a couple people on the point, but they will get taken down. Skinny Pedo falls. No one else left. They're charging in as fast as they can. Poggers Milkers trying to reach the point there. Kraken Impact comes out, tries to dash in, but will not make it.
0, 2, 3.
And that is going to be a 3-0 for Mutants, our current American champions. Showing just how scary a prospect they are to go up against. Terra takes MVP. And for good reason. 44 eliminations, 0 times getting eliminated. 30 of those 44 eliminations were final hits. Million, by the way, at the end, swapping onto the Doctor Strange. Got taken out twice. Swapping over right at the end there. Top damage going over to Terra. Only by 1k. Billion kept up quite well. 35 eliminations for Billion. Poggers Milkers. 2 eliminations. Trying to bring it back for their team. Not enough. This but it did get 11k damage. Not bad. Top damage blocked. 28k. Skinny Pedo. Trying to stay mobile. Trying to stay on the board. Keep moving. Make space for their team. Did not work. They were just too contained. Mutants. Playing so effectively there. Second place goes over to TTK with 19k tanks. Only 9k for Vinny. Just playing far up and bopping people. Top healing. 16k going over to Mr. Ghost Rider. Detonator was healing for a bit, swapped off. Wolf Beast was tanking for a bit, swapped to the healing, which is why they are both a bit lower. Delena, 15k. Harvey, just under 10k. But Harvey also has 7k damage. So is able to keep up in different ways. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be it for today's game. I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope you're continuing to enjoy these open qualifier games. I'm having a lovely time. If you are enjoying, please consider subscribing. Ringing that notification bell so you see when these games go live. Remember, we are following these paths all the way through from the open qualifiers to the double elimination bracket, all the way to grand final, starting with PC, with a couple console games mixed in from viewers who have requested games, and mixing that all together in order to bring us through all the way to the PC finals for each region. Then we'll be doing console after that. And hopefully that will lead us perfectly into Season 2, because I have no intention of stopping this unless situations out of my control start to pop up. Right now, My intention is to keep doing this because I'm having an amazing time. And if you do appreciate me doing it or enjoy what I do here, then consider subscribing, liking the video, and commenting to help it with the algorithm, help it reach the right people. Because I do not have a sponsor currently. I am not paid by Netties. I do this purely because I like it, and there's a little bit of AdSense money that comes in from the YouTube channel that I am able to support myself a little bit with to help me be able to keep doing this. So if you want to help, turn off your ad block. That would be appreciated for this channel. Turn it back on afterwards because I know the internet's impossible to use without it. So that would be appreciated. You can also support by becoming a member to get these videos up to 24 hours early, sometimes more, sometimes a little less if extenuating circumstances do come up. So those would be appreciated. You can also hit that thanks button if a monthly subscription isn't for you. For now, though, I hope you're all having a lovely day. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow.